From the island of Kauai, Hawaii, international chef Gerardo Moceri assimilates the influences of his classic Italian training with the subtle flavors of Pacific Rim cuisine. Chef Moceri's repertoire and the bounty of Kauai's products reflects the area's revival of regionalism. Today, East meets West in a triumph of innovation. Chef Moceri prepares a local favorite, poi pasta, made from the Hawaiian staple, the taro root. A tangy island avocado sauce accompanies the salad. The fresh fish of the day is squid, which Gerardo stuffs with Portuguese sweetbread and macadamia nuts. And, as you might expect, no authentic Italian chef would be happy without a creamy risotto on the menu. Today, Chef Gerardo offers his made with fresh Pacific tuna.
Gone are the days when pasta belonged to Italian menus alone. Chef Moceri adds a decidedly Hawaiian spin to this pasta salad by adding poi to the pasta dough. Poi is the paste made from boiling the taro root and then pounding it into a paste. Nowhere else in the world is taro cultivated so intensely as it is in Hawaii. While poi may not be available in your local supermarket, any colorful pasta will substitute. The avocado is one of Hawaii's most popular backyard fruits. Avocado trees in Hawaii bear fruits in a variety of colors, sizes, and flavors. Hawaiians refer to the tree as nature's pantry because the fruits hang for months and then ripen in just a few days following picking. This tangy sauce begins by pureeing avocado together with 1 cup of cream, the juice of 1 lemon, salt and pepper to taste. Once the sauce emulsifies, Chef Moceri paints the dish with the creamy avocado in anticipation of the pasta. After boiling the pasta in salted water for 3 to 5 minutes, Chef Moceri mixes it with the juices from a tin of smoked baby clams, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, fresh basil, a large pinch of orange zest, and the smoked clams. Orange zest is the flavorful skin of the orange, and care should be taken to harvest only the skin and not the bitter white pith. Chef Moceri is not afraid to use his fingers to combine the cool pasta mixture and to shape small haystacks of pasta into a charming presentation. Here's a beautiful dish using local ingredients with a spectacular flavor. Squid in all sizes has long been regarded by Pacific and Mediterranean nations as an important source of food. Today, Chef Moceri stuffs large squid or calamari with a delicious sweet and savory combination. He begins by processing some of the squid tentacles, basil, currants, macadamia nuts, and olive oil. There should be just enough olive oil in the mixture to make it slightly glossy. If it doesn't have this light surface gloss, then add more olive oil. An egg, along with approximately 1 cup of Portuguese sweetbread and 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, is incorporated by hand. Chef Moceri uses Portuguese sweetbread, which closely resembles egg bread. It has a delicate, spongy quality with a fine crumb, which makes it especially appropriate for stuffing. Using a pastry tube facilitates what could be a very messy job. Be careful not to overstuff, however, because the squid shrinks as it cooks, and too much stuffing may cause it to burst.
The trick to using the pastry tube is to push the ingredients to the front of the tube while at the same time pushing out the air. This keeps the steady flow and avoids spattering. Secure each end with a toothpick, which is tougher than it looks because they're so slippery and plump. You need to cook them in a skillet large enough to hold them in a single layer, and later you can use the same pan to reduce your sauce. I add about 1/4 cup of white wine and olive oil and a 1/2 cup of chicken broth.
Cover tightly and bake at 300 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes or until the squid feels tender at the pricking of a fork. A slice of fresh pineapple is sautéed in a very hot skillet with approximately 1/4 cup of pineapple juice and left to caramelize.
Make sure your pineapple is very ripe because the sugar content is important for the caramelization process. You can tell if your pineapple is ready by its strong, sweet fragrance, and the leaves can be easily pulled out of the crown. I make sure the griddle is very hot before I add the pineapple juice, and then I add the pineapple slice.
Remove the squid and allow it to settle for a few minutes while you make the sauce reduction, using the juices from the baked squid. As the sauce is reducing, Chef Moceri adds balsamic vinegar to taste. Don't forget to remove the toothpicks from the squid bundles. Add the tentacles towards the end of cooking since they heat thoroughly in a very short time. Remember, you don't need to cook fish to make it tender. When the pineapple has sufficiently caramelized, the plate is ready for final presentation. Please note, Chef Moceri finishes the sauce by adding butter. It's no accident that fish-loving countries like Italy and Japan regard the squid as one of the ocean's most prized delectables. Rice is a staple food in Pacific Rim cuisine, and risotto is its creamy cousin. The addition of fresh Pacific tuna, or ahi, is a sure indicator of a regional dish. Chef Moceri begins his risotto by melting butter in a saucepan. He then adds chopped shallots and lightly sweats them, being careful not to add any color. Next he adds arborio rice, which grows in the Po Valley, a region of northern Italy. It's especially good for preparing risotto because each grain stays al dente, or firm, while still absorbing the cooking liquid.
Risotto needs to cook very slowly. The idea is to add a little liquid at a time. This cooks the rice on the outside and allows a creamy union of tender yet firm grains to form. I like to add a combination of white wine and then vegetable stock, a half cup at a time. It is important to wait until the rice has absorbed all the liquid before adding more so that the rice does not become saturated.
The juice of half a lemon enhances the sliced ahi, which the chef will add as a final touch. Garlic, artichoke pieces, and julienne radicchio are added next. Chef Moceri has first trimmed and boiled the artichoke, including the stem, which has an excellent flavor. Salt and pepper are added, and 1/2 cup vegetable stock adjusts the consistency.
Can always add the vegetable stock. Finish the rice. We're gonna add butter at the end.
A grandiose finish to the rice is the addition of both butter and olive oil flavored with chopped garlic. These two ingredients may be omitted, although the dish loses a certain richness without them.
Before you serve the dish, you need to make sure the correct consistency has been achieved. I like to get to this point by making the wave. The wave is created by flipping the rice from the front of the pan to the back and repeating it like a wave motion. If the wave isn't achieved, you know that the rice is too thick, and so you need to add stock. Once you see the creamy texture you like, you're ready for the presentation.
As a final flourish, thinly sliced ahi ceremoniously crowns the dish.